guys, my name is Nelly and I'm the Kenyan girl doing stories on sustainable development goals. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. So today we're going to talk about the ban on non-woven carrier bags that took effect on April Fool's Day. No, this is not a joke. In fact, NEMA is on a crackdown, and if they find anyone manufacturing, selling or in possession of these bags, you can get a fine of up to 4 million Kenyan shillings, or you can go to jail for 1 to 2 years. Now let's just rewind a little and talk about where this thing came from. In August 28th in 2017, Kenya put a ban on single-use plastic. Now people of course had to come up with an alternative. Now the alternative that surfaced into the market was polypropylene, which is basically plastic. It's basically one of the most used plastic in the whole world, and it's made through chemicals and heat treatment. At some point, NEMA realized that these bags that have come into the market are not particularly what we wanted to be. They are not biodegradable. I think polypropylene takes about 300 years to degrade, which is the exact opposite of what we were looking at when we said no single-use plastic in Kenya. So then last year, 2018, on the 13th of December, I think, yes, on the 30th of December, NEMA had a meeting with Kenya Association of Manufacturers, and they decided that the manufacturers have a grace period of 3 months to come up with a better, sustainable and eco-friendly and biodegradable solution to carrier bags. For some of us who don't know what NEMA is the National Environment Management Authority, and the General Director is called Geoffrey Wahungu. So yesterday, that was the 3rd. Yes. So yesterday he displayed a collection or the acceptable bags to be used for shopping. Well, so this is the non-woven bags that we are talking about, and it looks like fabric. It looks like fabric because they put heat and chemical treatment, so it looks like it's cloth, but it's not really cloth. This is plastic, one of the most used bags because of its durability and strength, but that also means that it's very difficult to degrade, and sometimes the only solution is to burn it, and burning it produces toxins to the air, leaks into the soil, leaks into the water, and that's most definitely not what we're doing, considering that Kenya is one of the champions in eco-friendliness. Okay, so some other bags that have been banned are, this is still plastic. I got this in Chandarana at some point. It used to be a really nice bag, very big, like so. Yeah, and you could close it and you could just throw it in the bag really easily. But this is still plastic, so out. This was one of the cutesy little bags that I had. This one. Can you see it? Yes. But it still is plastic. Polypropylene. So this is also bag. This is the most famous one. If you go to any market in Kenya, these are the kind of bags that they used to give you. In fact, quality is so bad, it's even transparent. Can you see? Yeah. And if you really put heavy stuff, the thing just, I mean, there's no point of spending 20 shillings on something like this. It just goes away. The quality was just crap. Okay, and then one of the most famous plastic that was in the market is this one. It looks like a gunia. It looks like a sack. But this is still woven. No, this is non-woven plastic. Yeah, is this one. Well, the same. You see the trend. You see the trend. That also is polypropylene, and it has a back. Wahungu said, the general director from NEMA did yesterday at the conference, is it displayed a couple of acceptable alternatives, which are, so these are the alternatives. This one, I think I bought it in a grocery somewhere on Lower Kabete. I bought some vegetables and they put it in here for me. I think it was 100 shillings. This was 100 shillings. I paid 100 shillings for this and I've had it for over a year. So sometimes the question is, honey, can I please have the red one? Yeah. So sometimes the question is, do you want to buy this every day? So sometimes the question is, do you want to buy this for 20 shillings every day? Or do you want to buy this for 100 shillings and then you use it for about a year? I mean, another problem I have is when the stuff is really heavy. If you're not taking a motorbike or, you know, taking a car, sometimes it can get really heavy. It can get, when you're carrying here, it presses on your fingers and it really hurts. That's one of the complaints I have about this basket. So for the people that are going to make the baskets, please put something here, like maybe leather or some cotton or some cloth, to make sure that we don't get hurt here. Another solution I have is this one. Yeah, this is for sure one of my favorite baskets. It's big. It's very easy to clean. Again, the problem is the straps. They can really hurt when you have heavy stuff. This was also 100 shillings and I bought it from a woman in Wangige market. Yeah, and we're seeing so many women groups working together to make this basket. So I feel like we are going to promote Kenyan product finally. So yepe to that. My other solution is this one. I got it in 2016 from Tanzania. I bought some glasses. I once went to Tanzania and I did a video of a company that is composed of handicapped people and deaf people who were making beautiful, beautiful stuff from blown glass. So when I bought, they put the stuff in here for me. I really love it. I love the strapping that they have here. Here you can see the detail, so it feels, even when you're carrying really heavy stuff, it doesn't feel so heavy. And this one, the straps are not so thin, so you don't get hurt your hand so much. Absolutely one of my favorite baskets. And then my favorite, let me show you my favorite basket. Okay, so this is my favorite woven basket. I bought it from a Ghanaian woman once. I think it was 2015. So I have had this bag for 4 years. Absolutely one of my, and I use it in so many ways. I use it as a diaper bag. I use it as a picnic basket. I use it as what else? Grocery bag. I use it as decor. I use it as firewood carrier. I mean, the functions for this are just endless. I love it. It's also, it doesn't hurt. The handle is chunky enough, strong enough, it's sturdy. The stitches are really, the loops are really beautiful. There's a piece of leather there. Yeah, definitely one of my best baskets ever. Another very common solution we have is this one. This one I've had, I think, also for about 4 years. I bought these bags in Hong Kong. This one I bought in Hong Kong. I had gone to Hong Kong and I think I bought I bought 5 of this, and then I was left with 3, and I used them for packing stuff for my son when he's going to school. So when they have swimming, I usually put his swimming gear in here. When he's going for a sleepover, when he's going for a play date, I just throw a couple of things in here, and then he's good to go. This is canvas. Yeah. So what are the NEMA approved alternatives to the non-woven polypropylene bags? So we have the sisal bags, we have the papyrus bags, we have cloth bags, we have gunny bags with paper. What is this? I think this is papyrus. Papyrus, cloth. My gummies are in the kitchen. My gunny. I also have a gunny bag for buying peas, cereals, basically. It's in the kitchen, and I can't go there because I'll wake baby up. Some of the approved alternative to the non-woven bags. Now, the common factor with these approved alternatives is they're all 100% biodegradable. I mean, I'm just so jazzed that we're doing this. We're moving forward. We are such sustainability heroes. My God, well done, Kenya. I mean, right now it sounds like it's so inconvenient, especially for the sellers in the market, especially for manufacturers that were manufacturing the polypropylene bags, especially for the people in the market that were selling these polypropylene bags. But I know, Kenya, within a few minutes, we'll find a better solution, and it's like nothing happened. It's just that our drainage systems will not be blocked anymore. It's just that we won't have incineration anymore. We will have better chance of having better soil, better water, better air. Yeah. I'm just pro this move because what we're doing is basically going to the basics. If we look back to who we are, when you look at pictures from 50 years ago or even 30 years ago, women and men alike used to carry baskets, or kiondo, the woven baskets. In fact, one very good example is when somebody is doing a rorasho or traditionally themed wedding, you usually see the woman carrying a woven basket. So it's not really something new. It's just now it's going to be part of the law. And it can be a bit overwhelming because plastic, to be honest, is very convenient. Plastic is very convenient. I know we are heading to a place where we're going to ban the use of single-use plastic bottles. Now that is going to be a challenge. Okay, sawa, bye.